And there you have Zach Norbon on the mark, who's usually an offensive player playing defense there.
Mott breaks the mark, has a wide open man. James Pollard, beautiful shoulder fake there. And now streaking towards the end zone. Mott was looking for him, unable to get it. That was Brandon Pastor. Here's the hammer. Jordan Ryan able to find his man. The goal for Philadelphia. It is now 3-2. Greg Martin getting it in the back of the end zone.
On the team. And so I think we're seeing what Philadelphia's seen all year. You know, a guy that can touch the disc. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
Malks ripping a backhand. He has a man. Whartonby watches it go into his awaiting arms in the end zone. What a put by number 53. You can see Whartonby shouting back at him. Immediately off the pull, Jordan Ryan has Greg Martin, and Martin just walks right into the end zone. You couldn't dial it up any easier. Picture perfect offense there for Philadelphia, as you can't leave in the AUDL.
And Philadelphia's been getting better every game. You know, they dropped their first 3. Some of those games super close. Nice D.
Outstanding layout by Austin Lillis.
Jock Nissen in the backfield here is going to be critical, and he just gives him the up line. Doesn't get in position.
DC playing a little bit behind their guys. Here they go. Scott Heyman to the end zone. Bookends there for Austin Lillis. Got the layout, gets the goal, and Philadelphia leads by 2. That's the longest yard type of a move there by Mott. As here's another shot. Can he milk it? He got the grab. Were the feet in? They were. What a toe job there by Dustin Damiano.
But not
for the number 1 seed. But DC currently in line to hold a playoff game. And then Philadelphia there in 3rd. Not only are they trying to contend and get a spot, or contend and make the playoffs, there is a chance that they could be the ones hosting the playoff game, likely against the Breeze. Here's A.J. Merriman looking to Johnson. That's a nice combo as Johnson makes the sky in the end zone. A.J. Merriman, the block, and the beautiful toss to Rico.
That A.J. Merriman on Greg Martin matchup is going to be fun to watch for the rest of the game. That was a great opening up that whole side of the field now and not letting DC use their vertical.
Mott looking for a pretty throw. Able to hit him almost in stride for the goal. Mott read that play beautifully. Martin left alone, finally gets help coming back. Here's Pollard. Relatively quiet this game for his standards, but he gets a big backhand off in space. A box out in the end zone. What a play.
Yeah, and, well, great awareness there by Philadelphia to know that, like, I know where this – people looked at this matchup on paper, and you look at DC's O-line, you say, oh, right, they got this. But really, Philadelphia put on a show with their D-line tonight.
McDonald, the throw and go to Boxley, knocked away. Maybe a piece there defensively. That was Whartonby cutting out of the backfield, trying to capitalize on the deep game. That's Knopf. Good put to the left shoulder of Jacques Nissen. He's talked about, he being, of course, James Pollard. He loves being able to fake one way and go the other with his big frame. Here's a matchup. Pollard knocked away by James Pollard. That is the D-line effort that we have seen from Pollard for years.
And a little bit of chatter there between. And so when we look at his numbers throughout the season, it'll be interesting to see how he progressed and how that influenced the team's play.
Oh, a turnover. Mott went through his hands looking for a call as the time is winding down. 23 seconds and a quick goal for DC. Merriman picks up, able to find Christian Boxley through the mess and score. And Philadelphia trying to get one off here before halftime to make it a 1-goal game.
Great play. It's nice to see that kind of pressure, even with so little time left.
Mott with the scuba. 7 seconds left.
Philadelphia's in a good spot here. They can throw anywhere into the end zone.
So much space. Floaty diving in to make a nice snag. Greg Martin.
Nice clock management from Philadelphia. Yeah, I feel like I see him all the time. You know, he's always playing for Philadelphia.
Wodach trying to run it out with the put from Mox, and he does. The offset Princess Leia. Rowan, that's his second assist of the game. Philadelphia wasting no time. Two guys are there. Mott, he's just everywhere on the field.
A great throw from James Pollard there, and you know this is something that Philadelphia. Yeah, that Huck principle is similar to like 3 points in basketball, right? If you live by it, you die by it. And I think that, you know, wow, great catch block.
Paul Owens.
And using that other side, using the forehand side of the field is really important if they're going to keep that patient offense moving.
Triple is stranded. Oh, man! Johnny Mox leaving his feet. Martin left so open. Just letting him get the underspace all day long.
And, you know, giving Greg Martin the disc isn't the worst thing in the world and making him try to throw. But I would prefer if they tried to do it in a way where they had to throw a double team on him.
Streaking deep, James Pollard picked up by nobody. Did he get the toe drag? Yes, he did.
And another big play for Philadelphia. Another athletic toe the line. In this case, it's for a goal. Before it was to save the possession. That is...
Nardelli that was unable to track it down. Ooh, nifty little throw there by Wodach to get Mox in a power position. But it's floaty. Nissen able to win the battle against Grossberg. And then a quick little blade over to Wodach. DC, it was hard earned, but they're able to get the hold.
That's the second air battle that Jock has won. The second time that they've patient D-line offensive point from Philadelphia, just kind of waiting for it to get open, not trying to get the disc out of your hand as quick as possible.
Clock winding down here in the quarter, and that's maybe not a throw you want, but it was a high stall. Whitmer on the sideline. Esser was going up line, but the mark cut it off. He thinks a second time. Esser is there, makes the layout play, but it's his teammate that is able to score.
Another huge play. So there's two guys back there. If that throw is a little bit softer and kind of hangs for a little bit, it's much easier. But the execution on the throw isn't.
This is a big point for Philly, a chance to go up by 2. And they do. Sean Mott with the upline strike. But today, they are dropping passes. They aren't putting them in good spots. And Philadelphia has been able to take advantage.
Nice catch there from Jeremy Knopp.
Ja has his man. McDonald, easy play there for number 12 in the end zone. A strong hold for DC here in the fourth.
Nice and crisp. Definitely the crispest that we've seen, I think, so far this quarter.
Immediately, Philadelphia now able to get back into their offense. Dahl falling down, a floaty throw. Rico overcommits, but it doesn't matter. It was over everybody.
And that's
Mox picks it up as the entire O-line has come out with McDonald staying on for DC. This is a big point. This is to tie it up, and then they would need one more break here in this fourth quarter. Nissen trying to do a quick two-man game with Johnny Mox. With the shimmy in the end zone, DC is able to get the break. I think the crowd's a little bit uneasy here. They need something to hype them up.
As they should be, and I think that one of these, and so there should be more pressure there. There's so much space back there.
Back-to-back hammers. Arcata looking to the end zone, over the top of the DC defender to make the score.
I like Alexander Falls defender. I think that he does a lot of things very well. 2-on-1 in the end zone for a jump ball like that is not.
Mox, had a big fake. Oh, but then a hand block on the mark, knocked away by Paul Owens. This is huge for Philly.
And so this Huck, they want to holster this and they want to eat some clock here. They're already up a break, and you're not going to win on this next throw, right? But you can do something better, which is eat more time.
Owens making the nice grab between two DC defenders. Tracks it down, the little flip to the end zone, a score. Philadelphia is up by 2 here in the fourth quarter once again.
But having that timeout, like we saw in the first or second quarter, gives the O-line a chance to get their legs back if they have to go out 2 in a row. or if they have a long possession.
Jeremy Knopf able to get the big under for DC. McDonald waiting to find Richards, racked up by Whartonby in the back of the shot, as Joe Richards only able to score his 3rd goal of the game, but efficient, clean. But you're seeing contributions up and down. Eric Whitmer, Mike Arcata, Alex Thorne, Jordan Ryan, everybody has contributed, and here's a shot to the end zone. Walking it down, an easy goal for Philadelphia off the pull.
And I know we're happy. I know Philadelphia fans are happy they're scored.
So DC down by 1. Whartonby. Good move by Nissen. A low throw, but able to get all the way to Wodach, sliding in the end zone.
And those quick scores for DC are something that they're going to want to do. You know, they're going to want to. Pull only went 20 yards. So definitely plenty of time to get the double team on. But I want to see more pressure there. Close, close.
Crossfield hammer's kind of what you want, but man, Philadelphia makes it look too easy. A 2-throw point for the Phoenix.
And that D is too late on that side. As soon as that swing goes off, they need to be.
Bergeron was coming to get it. Mott picks it up. Couple players falling down. He has to put in the end zone. A nice snag there for Philadelphia. Alex. High stall. He is able to get it off. Oh, and knocked away. Wodach was there. 28 seconds left to go. And throw wide open to Richards.
This is not, Jeremy Hess on James Pollard is not a good matchup.
But he's able to get a high stall.
Oh my goodness.
And a drop. 10 seconds. Rowan McDonald calls the final timeout. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Here we go, folks.
Mott on Boxley. That's fun.
Up the middle to Box. 6 seconds. One more. The throw to the end zone is dropped.
We have one official saying goal on our sideline. It's unclear what the call was from the other sideline.
Second effort. He got it up.
Oh my gosh.
He
what
caught
a
it.
catch. This is a solid pull here. Just chance, and so far that's going to be tough for him to get it the full field.
He tried. Going to be a Mac or two, and then put down to the turf. Jeremy Hess.
Wow, what a barn burner. Holy cow. From start to finish, too. It's not even like that was like the last 10 seconds of the game or 30 seconds of the game. That was tight all game.